Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. We wanted to get at least one more out to everyone before you had to say hello to your in-laws or say hello to the in-laws. But in either case, we really hope that you enjoy. This one is going to be really quick. It's going to get heated. But we really do appreciate both Tatiana and the Black Libertarian for showing up, kind of surprising the heck out of us. And you'll see more as the next set of episodes come out featuring both of them. But without further ado, the fight before Christmas. Yeah, so everybody had a chance to look over all the stuff, got
Nigga, I ain't
figured out
reading
what they
that
want to
shit.
say. I know you ain't reading, but you a nigga. So I mean, I'm talking about the other black men here.
Them
Unfortunately,
niggas
I did
ain't
not
read
have.
either.
Ah, Ryder, you're a nigga too.
No, I
Please,
skimmed over it, but I didn't get a chance to
skim.
look at it.
This ain't a college course.
That's
Uh,
because he is the hard.
work is priority, bro. Dog, what you want?
Hey man, what you want?
What you want?
What you
I
want
want
from
you
me,
niggas
nigga?
to read. Read, nigga, read.
Hey man,
Oh, it hurts. It hurts to read.
DJ, please tell me you read.
Yeah, I usually have it up on the screen when we do these.
Thank you, somebody. Shit, we got you niggas gonna make me have to edit a goddamn tsunami.
Well, what
Jesus.
happened?
Nigga, we just gained both Tatiana and Black Libertarian. So
Oh, that's
shit,
fine.
this is now a 7-person
What's
podcast.
goody?
Oh, I won't
mean,
stay
shit.
for long.
We
I was
did.
just trying to see.
Nah, nigga, you in it now.
I was
Did
just trying to see if
anyone
y'all
give
wanted
you
these
the?
cards. Bro, shut up. You're not letting
We're
Vincent
not
to
looking
buy
for the
these cards.
cards.
Here he go.
I mean,
Is
it's
that
a
what you
good
called me for
hustle.
this morning? Is that what you called me for this morning? Yeah, bro.
What up,
Look, you ain't got to
libertarian?
take. What's up, man? You ain't got to take the vaccine, bro. You just get one of these cards. I got you, bro. It's 80 a pop because I fuck with you. I Bro, do it
they
for
won't
65,
do
bro.
that. Why everybody think they're gonna do
Bro,
this
they advertised
scarlet
it in the
letter?
news. They said you get a card when you take the vaccine, bro. I'm just going off the
Bro, they're
news
not doing
stories.
that.
They already said they doing it. They said they doing it, D.
Right. According to you people, y'all think Donald Trump won. So I don't even know why you care.
But I'm a libertarian. You a Trump supporter? What you talking about, bro? I'm just
You're a
trying to get this
libertarian,
money.
so you're closer to a Trump supporter.
Actually, this is a more interesting conversation to start off with. So, based on how
Ooh,
they act,
politics again.
what are the things that
It's not
make you
politics.
think that Reed is a Trump supporter? Black
I want to
Libertarian,
know
go.
too
He's
because
a
you just
Republican.
sound like you talking out your behind.
Honestly, I think Reed is just an anarchist, bro.
Nah, he ain't nowhere near anarchist. I'm an anarchist. I'm way closer to anarcho-capitalism or any of that before him. He ain't, bro,
I
at all.
don't know, man.
Exactly. So
I
He
that makes him a
mean,
seems.
Trump
That doesn't
supporter.
make him a Trump supporter.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, but at the same time, I just want to hear what this man's got to say.
he's
He
a
As
just
far
talking
as,
Republican
all this
off rip,
bullshit.
and he has
I
defended
mean, he
Trump
is.
several times.
He has defended Trump several times. Okay, evidence is there. You can make the argument. I
Yeah,
mean, he
what you
was the one
mean?
There
defending
are
Trump
I
the
non-Trump
last
think.
2
supporters
years.
who
I
defend
think he
Trump.
just.
Just
Some
saying.
people just like to see the world burn, and that is our Reed.
No, that's not. That's me, bro. I'm a nihilist.
I
Y'all,
don't
y'all,
know,
y'all
man.
don't know
You
what y'all
you
talking
no
about.
you kind of come off as the one that you there's only what is that movie, The One? That's you get get to the top of the pyramid and you keeping everybody off, like you don't mind it being a
Correct.
number two as long as that motherfucker's at a
No, you
club.
got me all wrong, bro. I want this whole place to be destroyed and nobody to live again. But I got these cars, though. You trying to fuck with these cars?
Bro, within the past 1 minute, you called yourself a bunch of different things.
No, I've just brought up a bunch of different things. I need you to pay attention and listen. And if it ain't about these
You
cars,
know,
I don't
this
want to
is
talk about
actually
shit.
really good for you, Rel, because Tatiana really balances out your overconsumption slash overprojection. You
Of
know,
his
Tatiana,
bullshit.
thank you for coming together and finding this man. I don't know how you found him, but you're
And
doing a
for you
great
to be
job
so
balancing him out.
young, you seem so balanced.
Man, y'all some
Exactly.
haters, bro. I feel like y'all don't
Normally,
want
women
other
are
black
never
people to
this
do well,
balanced,
bro.
so it's so
Yes.
great to hear that you're not only balanced, but you have enough balance in you to balance out Black Libertarian. Because I mean, he was talking about killing kids just 2 years ago, and you've managed to get him back from that ledge.
What y'all talking about, bro? I don't mind killing kids. I'm not on a ledge, bro. Fuck them kids. I'm trying to get these cards, bro. Why you think I
And the
want this?
numbers just went down. And the numbers just went down.
That's because
And the
sometimes I
podcast
would
is
just
looking
sit
okay.
there and deal with his ass.
I
Yeah,
don't
just
even talk
watch
to
him.
you that much. I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. What are you talking about? But I ain't here for fantasy. I holler at y'all, bro.
Still.
Y'all holler at me if y'all want these cards, bro. Hey, big up the Everyday Black Men podcast. I respect y'all. I love y'all. But I gotta go make this money. Somebody gonna buy these cards off me. $85 a pop. Nigga, I gotta eat. I need
You've been
100,000 of them. So
canceled.
yeah.
You've been canceled, but we
Bro.
do love you, and we're not gonna let them fully cancel you. When we get our Joe Rogan money, we're gonna bring you back, no matter which
Your Rogan
depth of
money.
hell
That's a
you brought
long
yourself to.
goddamn time.
I
Bro, I
mean, not
love kids,
necessarily.
bro. Let me shut up. I love
I,
kids, bro. Them the only
Oh,
people I won't hurt, bro.
okay.
Okay, and now Black Libertarian love the kids. All right, we come full
I
circle.
just got a new fan base.
Ew, bro. What's wrong with? Why are you thinking this type of stuff, bro? You got a daughter, bro.
Mm. What
I
are you
mean, it's that
talking
Trump.
about?
It's that Trump in him. You know how Trump loved his daughter.
Nah, that's that Biden in them, to be honest with you.
yeah, he
Out
loves
here
his daughter.
sniffing little girl's
I mean,
hair.
yeah,
What you
yeah,
mean?
exactly. Biden loves sniffing that hair. And as
Look,
Black Libertarian said, he was the first to say it. They was gonna throw Black Lives Matter off the bus the first opportunity they got.
Thank
you
you.
know
Little
what?
did they
Yeah.
know.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you brought that up. I've had this. This is a thought that's been going through my head because of that Charlemagne fucking network that he keeps talking about, that black something, everything black, black this, black that. Do y'all not think that shit loses its commercial value because we keep throwing black in front of that shit? Why can't it just be the title? Like, you know, the joke that they have, like, oh, BET, Black Entertainment Television. What we had, Latin Entertainment Television, the white, and like, I ain't gonna
Yeah, I
lie,
do.
I understand where it started, but like where we at right now, can we like just start stating what the fucking title is without saying black, excluding the Everyday Black Man
So you
podcast? 'Cause
mean lie?
this is a literal like lane. This is like a category. This ain't the
Okay,
overall umbrella. Because like
okay.
it's a podcast, but it's not a black podcast network. This is just a black podcast. It's a specific show
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
compared to everything black. Like I ain't gonna lie, I got tired of hearing like Charlemagne talking. Everything he kept throwing it was black. Like nigga, we know it's black. Like we know what it is. Just put it out there because
Yeah, I know
I
white
feel like
people assume anything black people do is black automatically.
yeah, and I think,
Yep.
but the thing is, my point of that is, I feel like it's scaring off a potential audience because they put the black in front of it. They gonna see what it is from where they went to, but you know, motherfuckers don't easily see all the black. What man? Fuck that.
That's how I felt about our podcast name. That's why I used to try to shorten to EBM, and then I embraced it.
I mean, but this one, I honestly like. You understand the title of it makes sense. Like, but this ain't a network. This is a part of a like. If y'all want to be a part of a overall network, it ain't Black Spotify. It's on Spotify. It ain't on
Or
Black.
Black Twitter.
Yeah, like, and Black Twitter is known for the fucking ratchet side of Twitter. Like, they ain't no Latin Twitter.
Exactly.
Ain't no Chinese Twitter. Like, it's just
Ah,
like people don't realize the
yeah.
stigma
There
that
is a
comes with
Chinese
all
Twitter.
that.
Hey, can y'all put me on Black Twitter? I don't know how to get there, and I've been trying to get
I
there,
mean,
bro.
you can't get into
Say
Black
that.
Twitter because the moment you
Say
say
that.
libertarian, they're gonna say that
Yeah.
you're a piece of shit and you need to die.
Yeah.
That's cool. I just want to go there, bro, and sell these cars, though. You feel me?
Oh my god.
Niggas don't buy.
So let's recap for a second. We're talking about two different issues, I guess. Well, first and foremost, there was these tapes that came out when Biden showed y'all who he really was, and they lied to people. I knew this was coming, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. They're talking about we lost the election because of defund the police. There's no evidence to support that. Nothing to support that. Nothing. Even defund the police. It wasn't a slogan that they were saying. It was a slogan that came from the streets up. Y'all have nothing to do with it. Even if they associate y'all with it, it came from the streets. There's nothing you can do about it. So why did
Well,
y'all
Yeah,
I
lose
got
the
some.
but they
election
I
in
got some. Well, you want
2016?
to answer? I got your answer.
Go
It
ahead.
don't matter about the facts. It matters about what you feel. If you feel that cuddly, warm feeling inside, then it is what it is. If you don't feel that cuddly feeling, then it ain't.
My
That's what it is.
problem
That's your
was
answer.
that talk.
That's your
That
answer.
talk wasn't prevalent before the election.
I feel like
That's my problem.
I'll dispute that. I go with it's all about what arises the emotions out of folks, and it's usually the wrong ones because people don't click on what makes them happy. They click on what makes them irritate and
I mean,
irate, and
unless
that's
you
what that
just
shit
got
did.
done watching some very disgusting pornography, and then you click on that cats and puppies, things that make you feel better about the vile disgustingness
It's hard to
that you
find
That
nothing
realize you
spicy
are.
these days.
that escalated extremely fast.
I
I mean,
feel
I
it
just had to
though.
take it
I
there.
understand completely.
See, I'm telling you, man. You gotta make sure that you get them cards right.
I can't. I'm just really waiting for January 20th so I can all see this. When I say I
I'm
told y'all Biden don't give a shit about you black people and anything y'all stand for, because like again, why did they lose the elections in 2016? Why do they always lose midterm elections when they win elections? It's because of them and their policies. It has nothing to do with whatever's going on. Because remember, as my argument was, Black Lives Matters was the same way as defund the police, and nobody ever drew that correlation. It's the same thing. Y'all didn't like Black Lives Matter until George Floyd died, and that was like 6 years ago. That's
But they
crazy.
don't, and so in reality, nobody really, they don't like, I mean, and if you think about it, it's a horrible title because it obviously had the instant response of it's excluding
So
everybody
Black
else.
Lives Matter is saying white lives don't matter. That's the
Exactly.
same kind of logic they were using.
But that's
what
the
I'm saying.
problem, man. They're the need. These motherfuckers are still thinking in fucking old, fucking cliche '90s and '80s films where everything needs a fucking title or phrase. It don't fucking need that. It just needs a goddamn term. That's all it needs. Like, what is
What
this
I'm
for?
saying
It's
is
for that.
they didn't create it, so they can't stop it, and that's their
Bro,
problem.
Black Lives Matter
Because
is a terrible organization, though, bro. It's a terrible
social
Well,
organization.
no,
media
no, we're
created
not
it
getting
though.
on the organization itself because
Correct.
that's a whole nother nuanced conversation. But we're saying the message of Black Lives Matter was so
Obama was
controversial in
no change.
2014, and then in 2020, after Big Floyd died, all of a sudden it became Black Lives Matter at Target, Black
Everywhere.
Lives Matter at Nike,
Target.
Black Lives Matter at these whores' asses. It just the slogan was thrown literally everywhere. Like
You
anyone who
know,
could cash in, we could cash in.
I got a hot take there. I don't believe that it was made to progress the movement of Black equality. I think it was actually put out there by the opposition, and it did exactly what it's doing now.
You
So
talking about
you're
Black Lives
saying
Matter
that
I
or the
two
agree.
the police?
lesbians and a gay man who all share in common that they're black could make something that is not advance the movement for black people as a whole?
I mean, if we're going to
When they
use South Park logic, then yes.
when they're gonna push the agenda of Karl Marx, yeah. And Marx was white, by the way. So it's these
I
Bro,
black
mean, yeah,
people
that's
we know
the
pushing
Marx is
after a
problem with
white.
white
that.
man.
The whole problem with that argument of everything being Marxism, any kind of critique of capitalism is considered Marxism. So that's just a dumbass argument.
Nobody
That's
said that. You're having an
that
argument
is
with
what it
Whoa,
yourself.
whoa,
is.
whoa, whoa.
I
We're
never
not
said
ganging
any of
up
that.
on every person who's made this argument. We're specifically looking at what Black Libertarian was saying because he can only speak for himself.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm saying any critique of capitalism is called Marxism. That's the
Well, we're
truth
not
of
talking
it.
about from the white perspective because if we're going to do that, we'll be here all night.
They
Also, I don't
literally
even think majority of Black America knew what Marxism was. It just became another thing that they saw that trended.
I think most black people couldn't tell you what the fuck Marxism is.
What's
They could
funny,
I
barely tell you
mean,
what communism is.
I
because they
knew
said
what
the same
Marx.
argument was going against Martin Luther King. Like that's the same thing.
Bro, those
He was
girls
calling the
actually
same
said
thing.
something about Marxism though. They said they like Karl Marx. They said they want to
Well, there are ideas that people
follow
may like in there.
the followings of Karl Marx. Karl Marx is a moron,
I
bro. Come
mean,
on, dog.
people who said, hey, we're going to follow the platform of Karl Marx, obviously probably never read Karl Marx because there's no way that you could say that you want him integrated into your platform. You can want pieces of him because, I mean,
Right.
again, he's like anything. Like you look at capitalism, capitalism on the surface is great. And then you get to realize how the black market works and the fact that capitalism is really just oligarchy with a nice face put on it. And you're like, well, damn, I guess everything sucks. And it's like, yes, everything sucks. Try to make the best out of it, which you can, and don't give up. Because that's the problem. Most people is everything sucks, boo hoo hoo. It's like, all right, you've disappointed thousands of your ancestors by being a bitch right now. All right. This isn't about you anymore. This is about all the feet that came behind you, and it's about you continuing on your life.
I mean, that kind of ends the argument.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But no, that was a great point there. Is that we do need to remember that two of the founders of Black Lives Matter were about Marxism, or at least liking Marxism, and then they kicked the gay guy out, which is a really interesting LGBT
I personally think
dynamic.
anything with Black Lives, I told y'all from the beginning, if you're there to fight for black and brown people, or there should be a black man up there. And then they kick him out, and I'm just like, they not
And
right.
Yeah,
on
I'm
they
top
not.
of
kicked
that,
they kicked him
I
out quick too. It was like, oh, D Ray's getting whatever. But then again, D Ray been having some weird ass comments this year, so it's just like maybe they kicked him out because of some of the shit that he's doing that we didn't even see because he's saying some slick shit.
I would like
Is
for
he?
the Black and brown and minority category or umbrella to be completely disbarred and
You stop talking.
Why does he always cut out?
I don't know.
I don't
He'll
know.
be back. There
Yeah,
was
he'll
an
be back.
interesting thing Biden said. He said, y'all need to start working with Latinos. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, what the fuck? White people can't wait to be a minority. I'm telling y'all, they cannot wait to be a minority.
Right, they do that little ancestry shit and then they see like 0.02% black and like, hey, I'm black. They pull that card. It's so fucking
Hey, man,
annoying.
did y'all see them beating the hell out of Antifa members? Man, that was so like it felt
Bro,
so
you
good to
are
watch
on
them
the
fight back.
extremes, bro. Antifa is the answer
Well, no,
that
no,
people
he's
need.
talking about the DC
What?
one that just happened. And the
You know
thing
what I'm
about
talking
it
about? This?
is you never heard anybody
You
from the
are
police. You never heard anybody from the police talking about how we're going to arrest those Trump supporters for beating that Antifa person. So as much as everybody's been like, Antifa is the coming of the Antichrist.
They arrested
Everybody, you
24
mean
people.
white people?
They arrested
Like the
24
white
people.
Only
They
white people care
Arrested
about
24 people.
Antifa.
That's not the same thing
they
as
have
charging them.
and they have
Only white
investigations
people
on the
care about
people
Antifa.
jumping those people. But one of the
Only-
Antifa guys did have a knife
only
and
white
was
people.
stabbing Proud Boys, bro.
There you go.
And
There you go.
it's white people on Antifa side anyway. It's white people on both sides. So saying white
No,
people
it doesn't matter the color they are. They're used.
I mean,
by
that's the argument
white,
that Republicans go with.
They're used by white people. Like Antifa is the white. I don't even know who they're supposed to be scared. Black people don't give a shit about Antifa. That's just the truth of it. It's for
I don't
white
even know
people.
who that is.
Like
Exactly. You the average black person, Armstead, and you don't even know who the fuck these niggas are.
nobody. Only white
And
people
that's
give
so
a fuck about
disrespectful.
Antifa. Like, it's just the truth. It's like this dumbass small sect of people. They're anarchists, so they should be your friends. But that's neither here nor there.
Your
Well, they're
argument is
anarchists,
that
but they're the right kind of anarchists for black libertarian. But continue.
your argument is that because they're ignorant, because black people are wholly ignorant on this
That's not
entire
my
niche
argument.
group of people,
But
that it doesn't really
the
matter. Like,
Antifa does not matter. You're making them relevant like Fox News makes them relevant. They're not relevant. You want them
That
to
was
be
their whole
relevant.
intention, though. They were a distraction in the first place. Like
Correct.
Antifa, it's just. Have y'all ever fucking ran into it?
I
ran
have.
into
No.
anybody
I
that
actually
claimed-
have. I have run into it.
You're the
Where?
only person here who's run into it.
What circles are you running in, man? Like, do you
No, I
have
went
to
to
white
actively
I went to
like?
a protest.
I told you he's a white man.
I'm not a
I
white
mean,
man.
he's not a white
stop
I
man.
feel like to be a black libertarian, you have to actively look for things that are against the grain. Like you are a salmon fly swimming upstream against everything, black and white.
Correct.
I don't think
Pretty
you have to
much.
side.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I
yeah.
feel too. But as a libertarian, tell us
Wow.
about how you ran into Antifa.
I went to go see the protest because I wanted to see if they were real, and then I ran up into Antifa members who were agitating the police for no fucking reason. And what they were doing is
they
they were
agitate
telling
police 'cause
other
they don't
black
like 'em.
people. Well, no,
Oh,
I
they
get
did.
no. In the situation, they were agitating them for no reason,
Okay.
and they were instigating between black people who were peacefully protesting to agitate. So, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you all say they don't matter, but they're causing a lot of the issues we have, whether you feel they matter or they don't. They do
It's
matter
not about
because
feeling. What I'm saying is it's irrelevant to what they do because they're just using them as a distraction. They could do anything, and it doesn't matter. You're just using them as
Correct.
a distraction to go
It's like
against
three
you
white
can say that with
people.
anything. You can say that with
But
But
anything, though.
you can honestly,
True.
but you can still relate that to every time they blame an entertainer or a rapper or something for causing disruption amongst it.
So I'm partially confused right now. So I thought that a lot of the times, a lot of the shit that was going on with people antagonizing the police and destroying shit, I thought that was a lot of people who were claiming to be part of the Black Lives.
And then Armstead cuts out.
No,
Dude,
they
this
were
Discord
using
is
Antifa
trash.
as the cross section between the two. They were trying to act like they were the same thing. That's
Did
pretty
y'all
Well,
hear
I
me?
feel like they.
No, you cut out at the end there.
That last part.
Finish your point.
But you heard what I said though, right?
Yeah.
No.
We heard the first part, but finish off the statement.
Basically, what I'm saying is, from what I've been hearing that, quote unquote, that a lot of people who claim to be part of the Black Lives Matter movement are the people who are causing all of the ruckus that's going. Like a lot of the shit that got burnt down and stuff like that. Supposedly those are Black Lives Matter people, but a lot of those people I was
those
told
are
were
Antifa.
white people.
That's
Well, no,
Antifa.
he's saying what he heard.
What I've
So-
heard, but I never heard the word Antifa before. So now I'm like, wait, so is it
Well,
Antifa people
you
or is it?
you gotta watch Fox News to hear Antifa more than anything. Like that's where
Correct.
that's where it was going around the most. But they were using them as they were another deterrent to Black Lives Matter because obviously they were saying Black Lives Matter protesters were doing this and that, and then when people got footage and videos of folks that weren't obviously Black Lives Matter doing shit,
Like
they tried to say that was
police
Antifa. Like, yeah, it was. It honestly, that's the part where I kind of got like I turned to a deaf ear because it just felt like, you know what, they're trying to find any and everything. They put the election was already shit, and how it was messy, and this just adds on. It just felt like it felt like extra fucking croutons on the salad of bullshit. Like,
I mean, that's a great ass way to describe
Pretty
it.
much they were used as
Beautifully
a
worded.
distraction. Just a distraction. Antifa is nothing but a distraction for white people not to solve the real issue.
and
of
who's
black
to say that that's
police
not created by the
brutality.
opposition doing it too? Like,
Correct. There's no evidence that supports that they don't.
Being a libertarian, I just don't feel like it's a white against black issue. I feel like it's a people who want to destroy your freedoms and beliefs against us issue, and they use white people to go against black people to distract all of us. Like
Well,
this
bro,
big
what
old
it is
what white
it's
people.
a class issue. Like it's all about class, and that's what we're not really talking about.
Well,
Everything's
then
about
y'all
class.
got to stop saying white people then, because if you keep saying white people this and white people that, it sounds
That-
it
what I'm telling
destroys your
you is,
argument though.
it
It
doesn't
destroys your
matter because
argument.
they
But
don't
what
want
part
to
of
have that
it?
argument. Period.
What part of it is not true though? I mean, granted, it's uncomfortable conversation, but what part of it is not true? It is technically white versus black. It might not be in the most aggressive format, but it is a
Bro,
difference in the way that this country is ran. It might not be black and white, for lack of better words, but it is clearly something systematically set out there to where there's a effort where black is not to progress as well as white. And there was even a fucking interview on Vice, or Viceland, whatever the fuck that channel is, where that Chinese dude or Asian dude interviewed a white nationalist or a supremacist, and he explained why they supported Trump and their ideology, because it's like the majority does not want to encourage the progression of the minority and become the minority. They have to
man,
promote the expansion of their race and their beliefs and culture.
dude,
So
that's the same. Sorry to cut you off, but that's the same thing as me getting one of these extreme black activists up here calling white people aliens and shit. I mean, it's the same damn thing.
That's not
If I
really
get
what
Listen,
I mean.
hold on,
I'm
let me
with you.
finish. Let me finish. If I get one of these black people up here saying that white people are aliens, they sound just like that white dude. And whoever they support, we can use that to go against who they support. We can do that all day. The end of the
That's
day
not
is what I'm
extreme.
saying is it is extreme, bro.
No,
But at the end of the day, if I'm sitting here saying like you're saying, oh, white people this, white people that, when I came in this room and started talking something different, what y'all call me? White, right? So it's not
no,
just
I
a
called
white
you
people,
white.
black person. You did, and that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. Now you said
We can't
y'all.
keep
I did
doing this. Okay, we can't keep doing this to each other, and then
because you're
also
fighting for
blaming the
white
white
people.
man. I'm not fighting for white people. I'm fighting for freedom of all people.
well,
No,
first and foremost, the freedom of all people thing is bullshit because there are
correct.
plenty of people who like the way things are going, and it predominantly benefits white people. To try to take race out of the equation is to forget all of American history, which everything that happened in the past is partly why we have the issues that are going on now. Now, I
Yeah,
get where you're trying to come with your kumbaya and saying let's get to a point where whatever, but
Kumbaya.
no, it's a cool. He wants
It
us
was
to get to
funny
a
when you
point where
said it.
we're in a post-racial America. I know that Obama brought that bullshit up, but Obama was fucking wrong on a lot of things, and
That
this is one of them. We're not in a post-racial shit. We're in the same place that we've been in for a very long time, and we're gonna keep being here until we actually address these issues. Some of us think it's from Black libertarians' idea of Black people not paying taxes for the next 100 years. Don't even start it or read. And some of us think that we need a combination of that and taking back community power. But no matter how it goes, for us to not be able to have these uncomfortable conversations is part of the problem, because Black libertarian, believe it or not, us hearing your views now is more than most white people get as far as listening to any Black person because they're
I
but
talk
insulated.
to I
I got
talk
a
to white
question.
people more than I talk to black people about this. I
is
get
I got a
less
question.
heckled. I get less heckled from white people on how I carry myself and act than I do from black people on a consistent basis. And on top of that, what I'm trying to tell you is that
I
there are
gotta ask you a
people at the
question.
top. Go ahead.
This is a simple question. So, generating everything you just said, are you saying race doesn't play a factor in this? That's the real question. Does race play a
Racism
factor
plays a factor in what?
in anything? And what's going on as far as the societal, whatever we got going on, bullshit? You're saying race does not play a factor in it at all?
I'm saying race plays a factor, but I'm saying they're using race to make us fight each other so we can't go attack the people who are really the problem.
all right, so can I ask you this then? Are you basically scrutinized and ridiculed by blacks because of how you're saying it and you're not explaining things in a
No, because
non-aggressive manner?
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how I explain it. If I say I don't wear Jordans, they ask me, "Are you black?"
If you know the art of manipulation and negotiation, if you explain things in a more softball manner, you will get your message
Bro,
across. You stand by your
you're
beliefs.
sympathizing with people who are being racist against me. You see what
No,
I'm saying?
I'm
You
talking
see
about
what you're
blacks. I'm
doing?
not talking about.
I know
I'm
that's
No,
what
not.
you're talking
I'm
about.
not because
You're
no,
empathizing with blacks because I'm telling you
not true.
that
I hate
blacks have
niggas.
said
That's not true.
if I say something simple like I don't never wear Jordans, I don't want Jordans, and they say something like, "Oh,
what
are
you
you
said
black?"
was racist.
Hold on. It's not black. I don't wear Jordans. I didn't say
Well,
anything
white people wear
racist.
Jordans though. White people probably buy more Jordans
I
than
never
blacks.
said they
You identify,
don't.
but you
Look at what you're
identify that
doing. I
as
didn't
But the
say
way
black.
you
anything
You're
said it,
exaggerating.
aggressive. It's
But
not
you're
the way I'm
exaggerating.
saying it. There's something wrong with y'all.
again,
It's
No,
nothing. I
it
didn't
ain't.
say
okay,
anything wrong.
Dude, it's
I didn't
just
say
let
like
me tell
anything
you
how
something.
wrong.
people assume that we all are the only ones eating chicken. Like it's literally
Y'all are
something like
doing
that.
it. It's not me. All
Hold
I
on,
said
It's
wait,
the
is I
way
wait.
don't
that you
wear
Do
explain
Jordans.
it.
you know how to
It's the
tell
way that
people
you
stuff?
explain it.
Because you got to give them something.
Do
No,
you
this
say
is
that to
how it
white
works.
people? Do you say that to white people? I don't wear
Yeah,
Jordans.
Bro, if we're having a conversation, I don't just say out of nowhere in
Tell the
context.
truth.
No, listen. In context, I don't just say out of nowhere I don't wear Jordans. But in context, if somebody's like, "Oh, bro, you see them new J's?" I'm like, "I don't wear J's." They look at me like I'm crazy.
But
If I say, "Oh,
you can't even comment on critique on the design. Like we look at, I'm
I
not a
don't want to
black person,
critique
but
on
I
the
like
design. I shouldn't have to critique on the design to be black."
Whoa, no one is saying that you
No.
have to critique on the design to be black. All we're
Yeah.
saying is you have to meet people where they're at. And that's not to
No, I
give
don't.
any judgment on them. I mean,
See,
no, you're right. You
and
Why do
don't
you have
have
to
to.
why do you have to shit on them off the back though? Because you can be like, oh, I
yeah,
don't know anything about
Sure,
shoes.
but your inability to communicate is a problem because you have to be able to communicate with people even if you don't like them, even if you
correct.
have nothing in common with them. It's a part of just the political
No,
nature of life in itself. But continue.
bro,
Correct.
no,
Explanations.
you can't say
Explanations are
that.
good, bad, good.
But
That's how it goes.
let him. I want to hear him. Let him keep going.
Y'all
Yeah,
can't
man.
say that, bro. You can't tell me what I have to know just to communicate with you. If you don't know anything about something I don't know about, and I
But
don't want to
if
talk to
you
you about it, you hold on. You
go ahead,
can't
Go
tell
on with
me
the story.
what I have to know. So if I tell somebody I don't wear Jordans and I don't like Jordans, and they're asking me about Jordans, I have all freedom to say that. And they have no right to discard my blackness because of it. If somebody asks you going to Thanksgiving dinner, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? I don't really like a lot of that food. Are you black? Exactly. When I told y'all I got lost on the river, what'd y'all say? Y'all shouldn't be out there doing that white shit. We
Nobody
do
said that
that
to you.
way too much, and yes, you did, nigga.
I did
Bruh,
not say that to you.
bruh.
are you admitting to being overtly like sensitive to the joking nature of the
It
sarcasm,
shouldn't
or are
even. No, it's
you?
not. It's not that I'm sensitive. It shouldn't exist. It's a problem
That's
that
not
we
how
view
life
things in that
works.
manner. It's a problem that we view things in that manner.
I got you right there because you sound like the fucking gay people that want to be accepted, but we cannot talk about them like we talk amongst ourselves
You
because that's
can't,
offensive. It's
bro. You
offensive.
can't
You
say,
want to
"Are
be
you
equal?
black?" if you do something that
No,
somebody else doesn't do.
you can't be
There's
one. You
no
can't
set
want
of
equal
activities
treatment
for
and be
black
mad when we
people.
treat you like
Whoa,
everybody
whoa,
else.
Yeah.
whoa, whoa! There are a set of
Y'all said
activities
them
for black
activities.
people, and that's the problem here is that you're right. You're right, Black Libertarian. You don't have to change. At the same time, we don't have to accept you, and we can call all
I
kinds of shit.
agree.
That's
And then
that's the
I
that's the
agree
thing
with
that
him though.
sucks.
There's not a set of things that
There
black
is.
people are supposed to do. The whole thing
It
is
isn't.
stupid.
No,
I
no, we
mean,
didn't say
It
there
you're
isn't.
are. We
right,
said
but
that.
you're wrong
Yeah,
because
we're
there's a
not
set
saying
of
that there
things that
are
are
black. There are things we share in common, but we're not saying you're supposed to. This is just
correct.
what we are.
There's
Right.
Yeah,
things that
the
every
culture.
group of people shares in common. I mean, if you go to, let's say, I hate to bring it up, Jamaicans, there's a set of common things that Jamaicans like. And if you're someone who's
Are you
outside of
Jamaican?
that, they look at you as I've fucked enough Jamaicans for it to be relevant.
Pause.
Subtle
But
Drop
flex.
the hammer.
Bro,
subtle flex, subtle flex.
Drop the
But
hammer.
it's one of those things where it's like
bro,
there's certain things that they just have. Like if you call football soccer to them, they will look at you like you are fucking calling J's Adidas or New Balance. They're gonna look at you like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you here at the table? And you're right. In a perfect world, Black Libertarian, you should be able to have whatever interest you want. And I'm sorry that you got lost on the river. It can suck to, not have any way to navigate because obviously you're on water, there's no maps, all that fun shit. But
but
the
can I
part
ask this?
that sucks, go ahead.
I was gonna ask: are you having these conversations with black people, or are you having these conversations with niggas?
Bit of column B.
Because the
I have this conversation with all variants of black people. I
I'm
have this
just saying
conversation with
there's
white
a
people as
category.
well.
It's a category of blacks
If
that
you
we
want
gotta
to cut,
classify as niggas because niggas ain't shit. We know that, and I'm sorry that it sounds fucking rough or harsh to the term of using that word, but all right, I can have that same question to my cousin who is a fucking Harvard grad doctor. He is a doctor. And he might say, yeah, man, I ain't bought J's in years, or I ain't really fuck with him like that. And it'll look a certain way compared to you. We wouldn't even address it any other way. It would be like, oh damn, well, never mind.
Because he said it with such
Versus,
disdain. You just
yeah.
said the way
say
you
any.
just said it
There was
wasn't even
no
about disdain.
disdain. There's no disdain. I don't like J's. I
That's
wouldn't
just
wear them.
that's how
That's
Black
not
Libertarian talks.
disdain.
It sounds like disdain, but this is
It
really just
sounds like
him
disdain.
saying yes, but it's one of those things where it's like, yes, it sounds like disdain, but you have to
Well,
know your audience.
one
He
thing,
Reed, are
talks
you
about
trolling?
any.
Reed, are you
No,
trolling?
I'm saying no, I'm not
That
trolling.
is
I'm just
disdain.
saying
No, I'm talking about
so
Reed. I think it's.
being
I
He
mean,
all right,
yeah,
so
never said it
Reed
being
is
was such
trolling.
disdain.
Reed is
libertarians,
definitely trolling.
He said
libertarians
it
are
with
low key
disdain.
militant, right? They're somewhat
Allegedly.
militant.
They're not.
So
They just
you
pussy.
know what's the number one thing they push in your fucking head in the military from basic training on? Perception is everything, including your nonverbals. Your nonverbals are coming off that way to where people react the way they react because everybody ain't going to get the same
More
reaction that you
excuses.
get. That ain't an
That's not
excuse.
excuses.
You
That
gotta,
is what
If
it
I'm
is.
talking to you on the
accept-
phone, there's no nonverbals to read, sir.
So how do
You
you
see what I'm
say
saying?
it
If I'm
though?
talking
How
to
do
you
you say
through
it?
an app,
Silence
I
is
said it just how
nonverbal.
I said it to you, bro.
Do you
I
hear the
said
way
it
you
just how I
talking
said.
right now?
You
Nigga,
shouldn't get that emotional about some shoes that are not
but
yours. You
You're
do not
changing the
own. You
argument.
did not manufacture, and you do not make money for. If I say I don't like a certain set of shoes and I
what's
have no
something you like
interest
to
in them,
buy?
there should be no emotion in
What's
them.
something you like to buy? What
I don't
what
like
is
to buy
something that
shit.
you
I'm just
purchase?
here to survive. I don't
Do
give a
you
fuck.
live? Do you live? Do you have a home? Do you have a home?
He's going into a shell. Let's
No,
let's
hold on,
spiral
no.
back
Let's
in.
let's tag
No,
him
no,
in the
but
chat
this is not to
because
pick
he's
on
not
it.
getting
I'm
this.
asking. Do you have a home?
Yeah,
I don't fuck with houses and apartments, man.
I don't care. I'm a libertarian.
I mean,
I
fuck your
don't give
house.
a fuck what you
Like,
do.
nigga, fuck that
Now you
bullshit.
saying fuck my house.
No,
I never
fuck
said
your
fuck your
house.
shoes.
Fuck your house, man. No, I don't give a
Okay.
fuck with the houses, man. Nigga, I live outside.
I'll fuck your wife. How about that?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
You want me to fuck your wife?
See, you're not
I'm
getting
not
it.
married, man. I'm not
You're
married.
not.
What
You're
am I
not.
not getting? I never disrespected
No,
his
I'm just saying
shoes.
it's the tone.
And
I
this
ain't
is
saying
my
nobody's
house.
taking
I own,
offense.
bro.
Correct.
Nobody's
Brother,
taking offense to you not
there's
liking
no
the Jordans. Like you
tone.
said,
That's
we don't
not even a
own
good
Jordans. We don't have
example.
stock.
That is.
You
I'm
That's
went
just,
to
exactly what you
attack
just
me and
did.
said fuck your house. I didn't say fuck your shoes. I said
I
I
said I
don't
don't like
like Jordans.
houses. I just said I just
No,
No,
went.
he,
wait.
no.
I went.
He
And I
said he
I
said
said
went
he doesn't like
beyond.
houses. Then he
Yeah,
specifically went for your house.
I kept
This
going
is
hard
part.
on it.
exactly.
Yeah, I
This
did
is
What
the
are y'all
best.
partly
talking about?
why.
This is starting to be insane.
First,
Y'all are
But
making
you
me
before
think
do.
I'm crazy.
All right, black
no, you weren't
libertarian,
I'm
crazy.
black
just trying to
libertarian,
understand it. That's all. That was a
black
social experiment
libertarian.
on me.
He's doing the RE thing. And since you're not used to him being RE, you haven't heard it. But it's okay. We're gonna move
Also,
along here
I don't like
because
vaccines.
yes, we know it.
Goddamn
Now he's
fucking
gonna say
Democrat.
fuck his cards. This is the
Fucking
problem.
socialist.
This is the problem with
Goddamn
y'all.
fucking communist.
Turn off.
Hey
Bitch
man,
ass
Bro, you're
communist.
not white enough to
hey,
care about communism.
I
I
care
mean,
about Don't tell me what the fuck to care about because I'm not your blackness, you bitch
Bro,
ass nigga.
fuck
Who the
your
fuck do you
communism,
think you
bro.
are? You don't own me,
Fuck
bitch.
your
I ain't no
communism,
slave.
man.
I ain't
Fuck
your
your
slave,
First,
boy.
communism.
Oh my
hey,
god.
hey,
Slaves don't
first,
exist,
first
you
and
goddamn
foremost,
coon.
Kanye West and Farrakhan. I need y'all to calm down, all right?
damn,
What?
that's the two
That's Kanye
extremes.
West over there.
Kanye, he said
Before
Kanye West.
Yeah, Farrakhan was
we are
raping little
not about
boys
to.
and little girls, so you can have fun with that, you fucking pervert.
Kanye
First and
West.
Jesus
foremost,
Christ,
we not
what
talking
we got
about
here?
what Farrakhan does in his free time because that ain't our business. But moving along because this topic
Let's start
has
the
been
show.
fun. We gonna start the show, as
Have
Ari
fun
said.
editing that, man.
Oh my
It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a
Jeez.
nightmare. And you started 50% of it.
I look, man. I am a shit starter. My bad.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, whew, there was definitely some punches that were thrown there, some words that may have hurt some feelings, but we got through that one A-okay. We look forward to releasing the next part before we get into 2021 or 2121, depending on how you want to say it. But in either case, thank you for your support. Follow us on Twitter at EVYDBlackMen, Instagram at Everyday Black Men, the Everyday Black Men Facebook page, and the website coming soon. Peace.